What if the very thing you were once ridiculed for becomes the reason you are celebrated? It's as if your Achilles heel transforms into your most powerful weapon. This young man, once labeled a monkey, is now renowned around the globe for that same reason. Born in 1999, Ali Zanziman's story is truly unique. Before he was born, his parents had struggled for years to have a child, facing repeated heartbreak that made them doubt they would ever succeed. His mother had given birth to a child, but sadly, the baby did not survive. She went on to have 5 children, all of whom tragically passed away. Despite this, she remained determined and, along with her husband, turned to prayer, hoping for a miracle. She shared, "My husband and I lost 5 children. After enduring that heartbreak, we asked God for at least one child, even if they were disabled, as long as they wouldn't die as early as our previous children." Their prayers were definitely answered, as she got pregnant and gave birth to a boy, Ali. However, after she had her son, she faced new challenges. Her boy was not like any other newborn. He was born differently. His head was as small as a tennis ball, and the feedback she received from doctors is not something you hear every day. The medical practitioners told her that unless she could run, she would not be able to raise her child. Bizarre, isn't it? However, the medical team was soon vindicated. This young man is not like anyone else. His mom describes him as a miracle because he is indeed special. As Ali grew, it became clear that he couldn't speak or hear properly. The Rwandan's irregular head shape resulted from microcephaly, a medical condition in which a baby's head is much smaller than expected. Microcephaly can be treated, but there is no cure for the illness. Doctors believe that this might have resulted from malnutrition while he was a fetus. Ali was born into a poor family, and his mother states that they had always struggled with poverty. The young man's disorder made him intellectually disabled, and his parents were told that he could not go to school or acquire knowledge. What he needed was to attend a school for children with special needs, but his parents couldn't afford it. As the boy grew older, he became a victim of abuse and bullying from various members of his village. He was mocked for being different and even given some unpleasant nicknames. The East African was called names such as Mowgli, Monkey, or Ape. This hurts me so much when my child goes and comes back after being beaten by neighbors, yet he doesn't harm anyone. But they always yell at him and say that he is a monkey, despite seeing that he is a person. It makes me so sad hearing people bullying my son, not only kids, but it's a pity seeing grown-up people bullying my child shamelessly. When people meet him, they run away from him, saying he's a monkey. His mother said, "I know it was horrible, but what would become of this special boy's story? How would he survive with all the challenges stacked against him?" Remember when I said earlier the doctors told the mother that she wouldn't be able to cater to her son unless she had pace? Well, here's why. Ali is quite the athlete. He always had to run to escape those who tried to bully him. The millennial spent most of his time in the forest, just to escape those who made jokes about him. His mother was surely put through her paces, as she always had to catch up with him. To help her keep up, this smart woman devised a mechanism. She tied a rope around her son and strapped the other end to an object she placed around her neck. Although she didn't like doing this, she explained it was necessary if she didn't want to lose her son. Ali knew how to get to the forest, but he didn't know how to make his way back home. His mother said, "He is always running. In a whole week, we can cover 230 kilometers. He runs at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour, and sometimes I need the help of neighbors to catch him." Isn't that incredible? Another problem was the boy's diet. The forest was where you would almost always find the boy, and when he was there, he ate grass as food. My child's life in general, he doesn't like food. He doesn't eat the food he's served. Instead, he prefers bananas. He avoids large gatherings and runs away from them because they yell at him, his mother said. This woman is undoubtedly a hero, as she always protected her boy fiercely. She always stood up to those who insulted her son. When I see people bullying him, it hurts me so much, and I end up talking to them harshly. They don't see him as a human being, they see him as an animal. Due to anger, they make me lose my temper and talk without control. Ali lacked social skills, not just because he couldn't speak properly, but also because of the bullying, which made him isolate himself. Still, not all villagers mistreated him. His mother's support system was their neighbors. One of them said, "He was born with people and lives with the villagers, but he relies on grass. No one has ever seen a person rely on grass like animals do. Without his parents or other people's intervention, he prefers to go to the forest and live there. And this is why everyone in the village is assigned to keep an eye on him. The whole village is required to keep him safe. He stays far away from people and doesn't like being with other people." However, things took a turn for Ali and his mother when an African online TV channel, Afrimax, did a documentary on this young Rwandan. When they arrived in his village, they couldn't find him because he had gone into the forest, and only his mother knew how to locate him. It took quite some time before he was found. The media team also found it hard to convince him to stay for the interview. It was after 3 hours that his mother finally persuaded him to stay. She showed that although her son could not speak or hear properly, it was still possible to communicate with him. She could send him on errands, and he understood her well. The interview introduced this special Rwandan to the world, but not even the online channel or his family could have predicted the impact it would have on his life. After sharing his story, the media outlet also set up a GoFundMe page for him, and then the internet simply worked its magic. Millions of people were touched by the young adult's story. Would you believe that all these people who never met Ali but only saw his story contributed enough money to turn his life around? Through various contributions, the Rwandan family could finally afford the special school he needed. Ali was enrolled in the Ubuntu Community Center, where he now has various friends. The special needs school program coordinator, Justin, said, "We thought about him for a long time. As Afrimax covered Ali's life story, we kept following up on him and found it could be helpful if he joined the school. Everything will change as time goes by. I hope, step by step, year after year, we might see a different Ali." Isn't that exciting? His mother said, "I'd always ask God to take my son to school. He was experiencing a bad life, being beaten. I'd always run right after him, and right now, he's at school with others. I'm so happy about this. My son is having a good life. I thank everyone who helped us. I thank these journalists so much. Without them, life would have been worse. I'm very happy. My sorrow has been taken away." But her son's story only gets better. Not only did he get into school, but the funds raised through online contributions also allowed his mother to secure a new home. This is the least this remarkable woman deserves. I'm so glad she received it, and she is deeply grateful for the support. I'm grateful to everyone who supported me, especially the Afrimax journalists. They came to visit when I was struggling and helped me when I was hungry, advocating on my behalf. I eventually received food and began to feel better. They promised to build a house for me, and I found it hard to believe. I thought, you never know. God can perform a miracle. Now, everywhere Ali goes, he has fans eager to take pictures with him. Yes, you've heard that right. Our dear Ali is now a celebrity. Soon, he might even need security. He's no longer the boy who was mocked. Today, he is surrounded by thousands of supporters who love him. His story stands as a testament to the power of kindness and the strength that comes when people unite for a cause. I'm really keen to know your thoughts on this story, so please don't hesitate to share your insights in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and found it engaging, I invite you to subscribe to our channel for more similar content. Feel free to share this video. Take good care of yourselves, and I'm excited to connect with you in our future videos.